Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a video on how I started my own business 18. So I don't even know where to start. So as many of you guys know, I have a hair collection. It's called King's Collection hair. This hair is actually from my hair collection. This hair is the color 1B, which was dyed and bleached by the amazing Freeborn Noble. We actually have a collab coming very soon on if you purchase hair from me and you go to her to get the service done, the wig done, any piece of hair, bundles, frontal, anything, you'll get 15% off the service. So that's something that's coming out soon, so make sure you're on the lookout. And yeah, these bundles are 18, 3 bundles of 18 and a frontal 13 by 6 frontal, also 18 inches. So she did a great job getting this. This is like exactly the blonde that I wanted, so she's amazing for service. And you can see the hair still has flow and everything. Let's just get into this video. I think that's long enough intro. So basically, I started my own business when I was about I started my hairline business when I was 18, September 9th, 2017, 2016. I am terrible. 2017. September 9th, 2017, yes. So yeah, I started my hair business September 9th, 2017. I don't know, but like basically the idea of me starting this business was my mom was always selling hair herself, right? And I could see the money she was making as a side hustle. And I looked up to the likes of the Freeborn Noble, Wigs and Wonders, a lot of the hair connoisseurs in Dublin, in Ireland. So I always kind of looked up to them. What can I do that I love that I can make money from? And hair. So everybody knows, since I was in secondary school, I had my first weave in 3rd year in secondary school. I think I was about 14 or 15. I had my first blonde, like a honey blonde that looked like Goldilocks. Everybody called me Goldilocks, and I loved it, and I took really good care of it. A lot of people used to always ask me where I got my hair, and of course at the time it was my mom that was selling the hair. She kind of gave her vendor to me, so it was the same hair that I was using, so I could then say, oh, the hair I had back then, I still have it. That specific wig, actually, I still have it, and that's how you know it's really good hair. So yeah, so I was telling myself, what can I do to make money on something that I love and that I cherish? People were always asking me where I got my hair from, how do I do my hair, and I was like, And of course, I call myself Kingkarine. And at first, King's Collection, let me tell you guys something. King's Collection was actually going to be a jewelry line. I made a Shopify account, and it was collection with a C. And I was thinking to myself while I was trying to bring this up together, I was like, sis, you don't even like this like that. Like jewelry, I love jewelry, but it wouldn't be something that I would say is something that makes me, I'm so passionate about, kind of thing. So it just went away. I did that King's Collection in about 2015, 2016, and then the dream just kind of faded. Then I think it must have been like I kept getting messages from hair vendors asking me to promote their hair, and then I was like, I don't want to work for anybody. I don't want to promote anybody else's work, because I have a big following, so they were messaging me, and I was telling myself, I don't want to promote anybody's work. I want to promote my work. So then that made me, I went out, found a few vendors, tested some hair, wasted a lot of money. And I wouldn't say wasted, because I invested the money to find a good enough vendor. And when I had found my vendor, I remember the first person who ever purchased my bundles was my friend Wara, and she loved them. She still has them till today. So that was my first ever purchase. So I'm doing all my background work, doing my research, trying to make a business plan. Still haven't even finished the business plan. I'm checking some reviews, figuring out how to make a website. I was putting in my website, getting my prices, and obviously when I started my business, I wanted my business to be my hair. I'm just a sole trader. I'm a sole hair vendor. I don't do wigs and service, don't do installations, unless maybe if you're my friend and whatnot, but that's not what I do. I just sell extensions, so you can go and do whatever you want with those extensions. So I was trying to figure that out, trying to make prices that would suit students, because I'm a student, and I know for a fact that money doesn't grow on trees, first of all. And once you get your paycheck after you've spent it on food, transport, just everything, it's gone. So I was trying my best to make the price where I could make a profit out of it, but I could also make it easier for people to purchase the hair. Got my prices together, put it onto the website, got some reviews from the people who had bought hair from me before it was even public, put that on the website, put some pictures on the website, you know, just putting all the things together. And then I launched my website. To be quite honest, I don't remember the date. I think it was September 18th I launched my website, and all this had been going around in the background, of course. So I think it was September 18th that I launched my website, and loads of people went on it, and they had a look and stuff like that. First, it was amazing. Like, I was getting sales, and people were trying to see the kind of textures I had, trying to see the kind of hair I had, and like I had something for everybody in the public and stuff like that. My friends were really, really supportive of me. I have one friend who only ever gets her bundles from me, so shout out to her. She knows who she is. And so yeah, it was something that I was like, I could really do this. And I won't lie, it's been about a year and a half. It's going to be a year and a half, and it was tough at first because I kind of lost the motivation, because I would get periods where I would get loads of influxes of sales, then I would get periods, I would get dry, and I was like, what's the point? And so I was reading this book on A Guide to a Successful Mind, and it's like there's a 5-year plan for every business that anybody could start. So the 5-year plan obviously consists of, you need to, if you start anything or you do anything, see it through for at least 5 years, because you never know when your final breakthrough is going to be. Like, you could quit, you could start something in the first year and quit in the second year, but you're about to win in the third year. Vice versa, you could quit in the third year, but you're about to win in the fourth year. So see it through. And if after 5 years, if you put 5 years into this plan, this business plan, this dream, then okay, maybe it's just not for you, or maybe you just didn't do enough, and that 5 years will motivate you to do more, because you may feel like, wow, I've put 5 years into this and I've got nothing back. I need to go hard. So it's a win-win situation no matter what. And so that really made me be like, okay, cool. So then I started to do things like, you know, I started to do some giveaways to bring up my following, my engagement on the hair page. I would do some promotions, and that really started to help. I was getting sales. I'm still getting sales, of course. I was getting sales from USA. I got sales from Germany. I've got sales from France. Got some sales from England myself, but it didn't make me comfortable. I'm still going harder, of course. And right now I'm investing in the packaging. Like, I want my packaging to look amazing. I want it to represent King's Collection hair. I want it to represent me. So a lot of people always asking me, oh, how come you don't have any packaging? How come you don't have any packaging yet? And I'm like, because I don't want to just put a half-assed idea into something. I want it to be wholehearted. I want it to be coming from me. That's why I haven't got any packaging yet. And so even I started to look for some collabs. Like I said, me and Free Noble are going to be doing a collab, and that's very good because it brings up your following, because her, as she said, she does wigs and she does a service, and she also sells hair extensions, but she wants people to see more how great her service is, and I want people to see how great my hair is, so we can put it together to become something. Because when you work together with people, you will get more out of it than working against each other. That's something that would really, really help. And another thing which really made me start my own business, because I'm literally my own boss. I hate listening to people. I have a part-time job, and sometimes it's difficult because I hate people telling me what to do. I like to be able to lead my own life, if that makes sense, make my own decisions. Sometimes, like, being an entrepreneur and having your own business, you don't have to work every day. So when things get hard for you, or you feel like you just need a break, you can actually take that break. Whereas if you work in a store, a call center, if you work for somebody else, life, no matter what's going on in your life, you can't take a break, because you have to put your life aside to focus on your job, to focus on your income. Whereas when you're your own boss, you can't do that. And sometimes it is very healthy for you to put life on pause, like the outside life, your work, your college, put life on pause to work on yourself. And we forget that sometimes, and that's why you see a lot of people just being so stressed out when they work for somebody else. So obviously I'm using my part-time job to fund my dream, because that is my dream also. Of course I want to be a psychologist and a prison therapist and all of that, but I always always 100% want to have this side hustle of being and selling hair extensions. So that was a really, really, really big motivator for me. And of course, the fact that there's a lot of girls that look up to me on Snapchat, and I want them to see that you can be anything that you put your mind to, 100%. You don't even need support from people. If you support yourself and you have complete faith in yourself, you will achieve so much. Of course, it helps to have support, but family will support you. If you have a relationship, your partner will support you, friends will support you. But if you give yourself the support that you need, you can achieve anything. You should never feel like you need people to do. That's the one thing another thing that really motivated me. I don't want to ever feel like, I don't want anybody to ever tell me you have that because of me. Never. I have whatever I have because of me and because of God, because he graced me enough to be able to accomplish the things that I hope to accomplish. So that's one thing that I really wanted the girls that follow me to see and stuff like that, to be their own person. It's a great trait to have self-confidence and to be your own person and not live the life or follow the life that other people live, you know. So that was another thing that really made me want to start my business. And to be very honest, it's not going to be easy. It's really not going to be easy, because there's some days where you just feel like you're alone and you feel like nobody's even asking you, oh, how's your business going and stuff like that, because we're human beings, you know, and we crave attention, we have needs and stuff like that. You have some very dry days, but then you have to pick yourself back up and you have to keep going and you have to go harder. And I can honestly say that as of right now, I'm very happy with where my business is at the moment, and I'm getting new customers every single day and new people are trying to figure out. Like some days I'll get a bundle or a frontal or this or that, and then there's a lot of people like Audrey Services, for example. She's doing she does frontals for people and she does wigs for people, and so a girl purchased hair from me and then she went to her, so that was really good as well. You're purchasing from me and going to another person to get it done, that's a win-win for the both of us, and I feel like that's exactly what should be happening, you know, that kind of thing. And I'm always reading more stuff about the market that I'm targeting, of course, and understanding. And the one thing you need to understand, that before you start anything, you need to have a severe and clear foundation understanding of the business that you want to go into, because if you don't, then you're just going to set yourself up for failure and you'll just be confused, you won't know what to do, you'll feel discouraged, and that will lead you to just give up. And I don't feel like anybody should give up on their dream. If it's your dream, it's your dream, and you need to work hard to reach that dream. And stuff like that, like Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, like Facebook was a small dream for him, and the fella who owns Amazon, I don't remember his name, they were all small dreams for them. They were all dreams for them, and then they accomplished them dreams. They fell down many times, but they made it. And I don't know, I read somewhere some saying, and it says that your $1 million idea is in your head, you just haven't figured it out yet. So you need to really, really educate yourself and be fully equipped. Have all your armor, have your shields, you know, be ready for what's going to be thrown at you. Don't just go in there half-assed. Go in there 100% with the love and the hopes of a positive outcome. Not to do it for 3-4 years to give up. Be in there for the long run. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, the aim of an entrepreneur is to eventually completely be working for yourself. That's my aim right now. I'm using my 9-to-5 to fund my dream of being an entrepreneur. So that should be your end game, not to be an entrepreneur still working for somebody else. No way. That should be the end game. That's what I believe anyway. Anybody else can say what they want about that. That's what I think, and that's what's working for me, and that's what's motivated itself to get there. So I don't know, I guess that's it. I don't know what other tips I can say. And even if you don't study business, you don't need to study business to go into business or to have a business. I don't study business, I study psychology, and we don't even do anything that has to do with business. But that didn't stop me from stepping out myself and going to read some things about business and how to run a business, the marketing platform and stuff like that. It didn't stop educating myself to understand how to be a business owner and how to run a business. So that's something you should also 100% look into. And people think because she's young, she doesn't know what she's doing, this and that. I'm 20 years old. I started this when I was 18, and I can definitely say it's grown and it's going the way I want it to go. I've hit many targets. In the last year alone, in the first year of my business, I earned about 3,700. That's how much I earned in the total year. Like, and that's crazy because I didn't even think I could accomplish that, you know. And people might think, oh, but that was small. That is huge to me. My aim was only to earn 1,000 in the whole year, but that's what 3,700 in the whole year of 2018. So that was like amazing for me. So don't lose faith. Don't let other people discourage you. 100%. Have faith in yourself. Push it completely and go hard to reach your goal. And if in the first year you don't reach your goal, that's okay. You can keep going. And I feel like the best way to start this is having short-term goals, medium-term goals, and long-term goals. So short-term goals could be like have an Instagram page that had like 1K followers. One of my short-term goals was like there's a lot of fashion shows and events that happen in my area, and to maybe have my hair on the fashion show. And I did, and that was a short-term goal that was reached. And a medium-term goal would now upgrade your website if you have a website, or medium-term goal could be to even create a long-term goal could be to have a shop, to open a shop. So that's how it works. You have something that seems small and scary, and once you accomplish that, you don't even see it as a big deal. Then you move on to a medium term, which seems scary once again, and once you've accomplished it again, you can move on to your long-term goals. But I really think you should have a lot of small-term goals first, accomplish a lot of them before moving into a small amount of medium-term goals before you reach just 1 or 2 or 3 long-term goals. That will really, really push you. And definitely read all kinds of books like Patricia's Bright Heart and Hustle is an amazing book for being a motivating person, and you should definitely read some psychology models. There's one, it's called the Grow and Achieve model, and that really helps you find your goals, achieve your goals, and achieve your goals by yourself. It's really something that's really, really helpful, because if you feel like you accomplish something by yourself, you get much more satisfaction on it. And the last tip I will give you guys before I go today is, if you have an idea, don't tell anybody. And that's something that's spoken about in psychology quite a lot. Not because you think they might steal your idea, or because you think they might criticize you. If you tell somebody about something you're about to do, your brain thinks you've already done it, and then you have less motivation. So keep your mouth shut, build, grow, do your research, educate yourself, put everything into it, and only let the world know once you're ready, because then you would have had the utmost motivation mentally and physically to achieve that goal. And I'm telling you, it'll make a huge difference. You can go and research that if you like, but yeah, that's my take on the whole business thing, and that's why I became an entrepreneur, and that's why I'm still doing it. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that reaches somebody. I hope that answers questions that anybody had. If there's any more questions, I don't mind doing a part 2 of this video. You guys can let me know in the section below. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I will talk to you in my next video.